Hey, good morning everyone. It's me, Stephanie Nietzsche, and this morning I am in Hudson Valley. I'm here with my laptop, you're looking at it right now, and I'm gonna get to work on a new story. But in the meantime, first I'm going to make a cup of tea, and I would like to share with you the read aloud that I have in Microsoft Word. And I'm wondering, do you have a read aloud? Maybe you are not aware that you have it, but it really helps with those darn typos. And I do not use it enough. So this time with my next story, I am going to be certain to use the read aloud. I'm going to use the read aloud maybe multiple times before I send it to the editor while I'm working on the story. It's not a bad idea either. And while the words are, spelled correctly, but in the wrong place, like if you want to, this is an example. If you want to use the word blanket and you leave out the L and it's the word banket, as long as the word is correct, as long as it is such a word, there will be no, red line beneath it in your manuscript on the laptop. But if you do the read aloud, you will hear the word is not what it is supposed to be. And no matter how many times we read it ourselves, it doesn't matter because there's things we are going to miss. It's very interesting how our brain reads not necessarily what it sees, but what it thinks is supposed to be there when it is your story. Yes, so that has happened to many of us, I'm sure. I am guilty myself. So yes, so this is something that I just do not use enough. So I want you to check it out. Let's see. And you can do that with any document. All right, let's start there. Always put your cursor where you want it to begin. So here, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to read aloud. So first I went to review. You see review right up there. And then I went to read aloud. Okay, I'm gonna make a cup of tea real quick and enjoy, and I'll be right back. Doesn't always work the first time. I think I gotta click it twice.
It was one of those rare occasions Nina spoke about earlier that night. Sure, Craig was without heat and hot water due to his boiler failing, and no one was available to come to repair it till morning. But Tess had Craig beside her, and that was all that mattered. Resting her book on her lap, she turned toward him. Sliding her glasses down to the tip of her nose, she could not help but admire the man. And why not? Craig was nice to look at. His thick chestnut brown hair was always freshly buzzed. His well-defined eyebrows never seemed to need a tweeze or wax. And with his straight nose, full lips, and strong chin, he was perfect at any angle. It was so unfair, Tess thought to herself. He needed no prep time whatsoever, yet Tess needed 30 minutes just to blow dry her hair and another 30 to put on makeup. And that was just to aim for fresh and natural. Continuing downward, her eyes traced along his neck to his strong chest and the bulging biceps under his white cotton t-shirt.
Okay. So there I went to pause. You can see it. Oh, that's this. Okay, I can't make that bigger. All right, so that's play.
On his wrist was
Pause. Previous.
Continuing downward, her eyes traced along his neck to his strong chest and the bulging biceps.
Next.
When the ladies hung out and grew tired of ogling each other's gift.
And pause again. Okay, so I'm just curious. Do you use this? Because it really would be such a big help. I mean, not only should we read it aloud to ourselves, but we should use this read aloud because we need as many eyes, or, obviously this does not have an eye, or does it? But we could use as many proofreaders or as many readers as we can get. So if you do not have this already, I recommend it. Maybe you do have it. Maybe you should check it out, see what you have. I mean, nowadays there are just so many ways to really perfect your work. And I myself am guilty of not using this enough. I mean, I'm using it now after the fact. I should have used it before. All right, everybody, I'm gonna enjoy my tea. I'm gonna get to work and have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.